Let's get this right. What's your name?
Nicola. But I feel like Americans can't say my name because every time I say Nicola, they say Nicola. And I'm like, oh.
Oh, well, that does sound more American. I can see why someone...
Yeah.
Nicola.
Yeah, that's it.
That's right. But it's Nicola.
Well, it's Nicola.
Oh.
It's Nicola. It's Nicola.
Oh, gosh. Okay, we're all right. What a
What's your
mess.
last name?
MacDonald. MacDonald.
Oh, MacDonald. But how do you pronounce it?
MacDonald.
Oh, I thought you said MacDonald or something.
Yeah, so did I.
Okay,
No, I was just trying to spell it
McDonald.
right.
I spelled it wrong. Whatever. Okay.
Yeah, it's
but
fine.
you pronounce it McDonald?
MacDonald.
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 Yeah, because
okay.
everyone's like, they forget the A and they say MC, but it's MAC.
Oh, I see. Mick instead of Mac.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, now that we've got her properly introduced, I
Yeah.
think I would like... I'm Lisa. Hi. Nice
Hi.
to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
And you know Holly.
Yes, of course.
And Holly's brought in a wonderful guest to us, and now we all know how to pronounce her darn name.
Okay.
Now tell us who she is
Okay.
and why she's here.
Nicola MacDonald.
Perfect. You nailed it.
Okay.
Good job.
Is here from Australia, who is a professional biker,
Yeah. Well,
professional cyclist,
yeah.
and also is on her way to being a doctor.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Well, I'm pre-med, so I need to get into medical school first.
Well, yeah, but I mean, while you're professionally biking, are you a professional biker? Or are you training
Well-
to be to get to the Olympics someday?
I was trying to go to 24, but obviously that didn't work out. But I don't know. I've kind of put it off for the moment, but I like to keep my options open.
Well, yeah, medical school's kind of
Yeah, it's kind of intense.
demanding.
Yes, exactly. But after I finish, you never know. It could come back. Oh.
Well, that's true. So, anyways, you're here because you're taking a break. You just finished up your exams from a semester at med or pre-med or whatever it is. Pre-med, right?
Yeah.
And now you're on your way to Europe
Yeah.
for 6 weeks.
Where do you go to school?
I went to the University of Adelaide. So I was doing my Bachelor of Health and Medical Science there, which is a 3-year degree. And yeah, I'm going to do an honours next year, but wanted a bit of a break. So that's why I'm here visiting. And then I'll go to Europe and have a nice long holiday.
Yeah, these Aussies, they know how to travel like the Europeans. You're taking 6 weeks off?
Yeah, like I think 8 weeks actually.
Darn.
I know. What a
Life's
life.
rough. And you're going to travel around and...
Yeah, so I'm flying into Amsterdam first, and then I'll go to Nice, and we're going to Greece, Athens, Milan, kind of everywhere.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds like a
Nice.
good summer break.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm going to get a nice tan because it's winter in Australia at the moment.
Oh, that's right. I
Yeah.
forgot.
Oh, I keep
Southern
forgetting
Hemisphere.
about that too.
Yeah.
Well, we have lots of questions for you.
First of all, how do you guys know each other?
Oh, okay. So probably, gosh, how many years ago?
It was almost 6 years ago now.
At least.
Yeah, because we met in 2018.
Okay, so there's a bike race in Lake Bluff.
The Criterium.
The Criterium every summer, but it also incorporates about 7 or 8 other Chicagoland areas where it's a Chicagoland
Like tour, I guess.
tour.
Yeah.
Exactly. So you would stay at our house during the tour and travel out weekly, a couple times a week to the other races. So like Glen Ellen, Joliet, Chicago, they all have races similar to ours.
Oh, I
ours
didn't know that.
is the big enchilada.
Oh, it is a big enchilada. It's a big deal here in Little Lake Bluff, too.
A lot of people fly in just for this race,
Oh,
which
okay.
I never was aware of until I got involved. We volunteer to be a host family to house some of the bikers, particularly from Australia. That happened to be a country that we ended up hosting year after year because there was a team that was represented from Australia quite a bit. So Nicola came 5 or 6 years ago and she stayed at our house, and then we've continued a relationship. And last year you came with your dad?
Yeah, with my dad.
Yeah. And so you've come and stayed with us 5 or 6 years. We've gotten to know our family. They're lovely. And they've invited us to Australia anytime we want to go.
Oh, well,
anytime.
take them up on that offer.
Well, we'd love to because
Yeah.
they do have a couple different houses throughout. So they're like,
Yeah.
you could stay here, you could stay
Yeah.
there. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
we got to get over there.
So many options for you.
I know.
yeah, it's a fabulous country.
So we developed this really fun relationship, and we feel really close with your family, and you're always welcome to come anytime. And when you showed up this time with no bicycle, I was like,
Wait, what?
Well,
because you're not.
I said,
Yeah, because I'm having a little break.
You're
Yeah.
having the break. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I said, wait a minute, what's going on? Nicola's not here yet. And Tom goes, no, she didn't bring her bike. She's taking a break.
It's
I
not
go,
Nicole. It's,
Nicola. Okay.
You can say it how you like. It's okay. I don't
So
judge.
you're taking a week break here before you go on to Europe.
Yeah. So, gonna watch the bike race today. I'm kind of excited to be a spectator for once.
do you know anybody who's in this race today here in Lake Bluff?
I know a few of the girls that I raced with last year, and there's a few Australians here this year, so I know them. So, yeah, maybe we can catch up, but we'll see.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. But you know somebody who's actually competing in the Olympics.
Yeah, so actually I know majority of the Australian cycling team. So I know a few, more than one, but a girl racing today, her name's Grace Brown. We were on the same team in 2018 in Australia, the Australian team. But yeah, she's really talented, so hoping she does well today. So sending out some good luck to her.
The race is going on today as we speak. So it's kind of exciting.
That is exciting. And you and I can talk about however she did, in another podcast.
We'll
Yeah.
follow up with
Yeah,
Grace
follow up.
Brown.
Yeah,
Yes.
fingers crossed for her.
Grace?
Yeah.
Okay.
Give a
got it.
shout out
You've got the name,
again.
right? Okay.
So let's talk a little bit. We have while we're on Olympics, let's talk about the Scoopy Doop in the village.
I'd like to know what goes on there.
Look, okay, I only know bits and bobs, not a lot, but
Bits and bobs.
bits and
It's so
bobs.
cute.
I know.
But they're sleeping on cardboard beds, as you know, or as some
Cardboard?
Yeah, cardboard. They used them in Tokyo and they brought them over for this Olympics because apparently they want to be sustainable, which is great.
I love that.
Yeah, we love sustainability, but they're not very comfortable for the athletes.
No,
which
I
is
would
sad.
not. Yeah.
I do have a video of one of the athletes from Mexico that put it on Instagram that shows us the cardboard bed. The little thin mattress fits on a piece of cardboard.
Oh, there's a mattress on top of the
Yes,
cardboard.
yes,
Well, at least there's that.
Yeah. A lot of the swimmers have had to get like a mattress topper because they're so uncomfortable. So it's not ideal, but I guess that's what you get in the Olympic Village.
Yeah. I mean, you're supposed to be athletes who can handle anything, but I would want to be pampered.
Yeah,
I
I think they should
know.
be pampered. They worked that hard to get there, and
I
now they're
agree.
sleeping on hard beds. Oh,
Yeah.
That's right.
Do you know that ahead of time?
I don't know. I feel like going in, they know they're sleeping on cardboard beds, but I think they still expect them to be comfortable. Like, wouldn't you want them to be? Like, going in?
Yeah. Do you get a pillow?
Yeah, I think so, but I would bring my own pillow. I bring my own pillow everywhere I travel.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure athletes do bring their own certain accoutrements because they should. If they're
Yeah.
used to this and that and they have to perform at peak. So
Yeah.
So isn't there some hanky-panky you were talking about that was going on?
Yeah.
hanky
We want.
panky.
We
Yeah,
need.
that's
We need
what-
the bits and the bobs.
Well, okay, this is my theory. So you're putting like the best athletes of like the best of the best, and they're all attractive because, they work out every day. So obviously there's going to be some hanky-panky going on.
Well, yeah.
But that's why they got the cardboard beds, to prevent the athletes having the hanky-panky.
Oh, okay.
So if you have
like a
more than one, more
And
than
then
one
you
person.
flatten your bed otherwise. Like you would. Although you could do it a lot of places.
Yeah, no, you could do it a lot of other places if
Yeah.
you want to get creative,
But
which
to-
I'm sure they do.
Yeah. But I guess if you wanted to do it the conventional way on a bed, that eliminates that pretty much. So, but you have, just think about this. Beautiful people in the prime of their life physically, and their skin is great and their muscles are toned and they're healthy or they wouldn't be there. There's a lot of hormones.
Oh, yeah. And I think they all go on Tinder. And, like, obviously you just have such good pics because you're with professional athletes. Surrounded.
Olympic Tinder.
I didn't
Oh my
even
God.
think of that.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know the young group and what's going on. So keep going.
Yeah, keep
Do you
going.
know of any actual hookups?
I haven't
Yeah.
heard of any hookups yet, but usually it happens after all the racing's done. So, everyone gets drunk and they go out, and that's when all the juicy stuff happens.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So, unfortunately, I don't think much has happened yet. But
No.
Well, did you hear any from Tokyo?
Not really, actually, because so the cycling team that I all know, everyone was literally in relationships. So like they were either tied up, they like, had partners at home, or they were tied up together. So I don't know. Yeah, nothing juicy.
But
Well,
that's interesting about the reasoning behind the cardboard beds.
Yeah, and they always hand out condoms, lots of condoms.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, practice safe sex, you know?
Okay.
well, they know. I mean,
Yeah.
you know it's going to happen. I mean, right.
Yeah, may as well prepare them for it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, we don't need we don't need the best athletes in the world, you know, spreading their STDs once they leave the village.
You're right.
Yeah,
Or
imagine
can-
that. Imagine the news reports. STDs for all Olympic athletes. That'd be horrible.
Gosh, gonorrhea is great. You know.
Well, they might get gonorrhea from swimming in the Seine. By the sounds of it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's right.
Well, I remember. Well, I was just there with a couple of friends in Paris, and we were looking at, you know, walking along the Seine, and I'm looking, and I thought, well, I know that rivers look dirty. You know, they always look muddy or whatever,
Yeah.
but this just didn't look right. You know, and they say, oh, but they've been spending a lot of money cleaning up, and I'm like, well, they need to spend more.
Well, did you hear about the poop protest? So
The poop protest.
yeah.
Oh, I did, but explain that to me.
So
Oh gosh.
The mayor was meant to like swim in the Seine to prove that it was nice and clean, but all the taxpayers obviously were upset about the Olympics going on because it costs so much money to help like host the Olympics.
Billions.
And, yeah.
Oh.
Like you lose more money than you actually gain, which is so sad. But yeah, as a way of protesting, they were going to poop in the Seine all on the same day at the exact same time, so the mayor wouldn't be able to swim in it.
oh,
I know.
Lovely.
I mean,
That's
so immature.
But,
I
like-
mean, really, it is. But it is. That,
Yeah, it is disgusting, but I think French people just love protesting about
Well,
anything and everything.
I think they can be curmudgeonly. I know my grandparents were. They were French.
Yeah.
And they were difficult. Maybe that's why I'm a little difficult. But I'm only half French.
Half difficult.
But oh my gosh, I did hear about that, and you explained it beautifully, by the way. And
Thank you.
I thought, what, you know, why are you making it worse? Make it nice.
Right.
You know,
Right.
I didn't understand that.
Ew.
I know, like pooping in the Seine, it's not going to make the Olympics not happen. Like they're happening, going full steam ahead.
Right.
Just embrace it, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about your accent.
My accent.
And
Wait, can you guys notice my accent right now?
yes. Yes.
Only as soon as you open your mouth and started to speak. We love your accent. I love British and Irish and Aussie accents are my favorite.
Oh, thank you.
Really, there's just something you guys do with your vowels. I don't know.
Oh, like when we say no, like no.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. It's
Yeah.
like you turn a single vowel, and all of a sudden it becomes like now it becomes e, N-O-E, no e.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, we definitely do that.
Okay, so we were at dinner the other night. Side note, my daughter had a birthday party for her dog at Lazy Dog.
How did that go? I remember
It
It's
was-
actually really nice.
It was actually, the food's really good there.
the food's really good. Yeah.
So that part was
and the
great.
dogs are even better.
Dog was great. It was just a fun little gathering. And we got to talking about accents. And New Zealand versus Australia.
Oh, very different.
We got in a heavy duty chat. So why don't you tell
Oh.
me how you feel about Kiwis
Okay, so
and the accents?
I can give you a bit of a backstory as to why us Australians don't really like Kiwis. I don't know if I can speak for every Australian,
Yeah.
but so for cycling, we have like our Oceania Championships, which is basically Australia versus New Zealand. So obviously it's intense. Like you have this rivalry between each other, and that's kind of how the hatred, I guess, stems from there. But a lot of Americans, I'm sorry guys, you guys
That's okay.
confuse Australians and New Zealanders, because I have been like quoted so many times saying, "Are you from New Zealand?" No, I am not from New Zealand. I'm sorry.
Oh, I thought their accents were very different when I was
Yeah.
there.
That's what I think,
And a
because-
lot of them are quite dark.
Yeah, like
Maori.
because Maori people. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, so their accents are very different to me, but like obviously it is difficult to kind of distinguish them if you're not familiar with them. But yeah, they pronounce a lot of things different.
So say some words if you were a New Zealander, like let's say just say the word blanket, or I don't know, or the word comfortable.
The best words that I use is like, so say like a deck. If they're saying deck, they'll say dick. And if then they're saying dick, they'll say deck. That's kind of how they pronounce their E's differently. Yeah.
Oh,
it's
okay.
interesting. But now I'm thinking of it. I can't think of any other examples.
Well, that's because you're thinking too hard.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
okay. But that's, yeah.
Why is there so much rivalry? I always pictured you guys as like this friendly group together.
I'm not sure. Like, maybe, I don't know. A lot of them come over to
it's a different
Australia.
country.
Yeah, exactly. It's just different. And I think because we just get like combined together and we're very different, even though everyone thinks we're the same.
So I guess like you said, Lisa,
Yeah.
that you visited both countries.
Yeah.
And so you actually saw the difference between the two.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
I've never
it's
been there,
it's very, very different.
Okay, so I have a question. I remember when your father was here last summer, and he said a lot of New Zealanders maintain residence in New Zealand, but they all work in Australia. How does that work?
Well, I think with I'm not exactly sure, but with the citizenship, I think you can have dual citizenship or something, but you don't have to be a citizen of Australia. I don't know. A lot of them live in Australia and will work there, but maintain their residency of New Zealand. So it doesn't really make any sense because you live in Australia and you work in Australia, but you're not an Australian citizen.
But don't you have to spend a certain amount of time in New Zealand in order to maintain the residency?
Yeah. So, but I think they only go back and visit, and that keeps it up. Because growing up, I had a best friend and she was from New Zealand, but she lived like majority of her life in Australia because she went to school with me. So from year 7 to year 12, she was here. And even before that, she was in Australia. So it's just kind of like, what's going on? Why don't you become an Australian citizen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There must be some kind of monetary advantage.
Yeah, that's
There
what I'm thinking.
has to be.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but it's seen people going back and forth all the time, so it's not like there's any kind of prejudice against that, right?
No.
Because people are doing it all the time. So it's
Yeah.
not like, oh, well, you're just here from Australia or you're just here from New Zealand. And
Yeah,
it's okay.
I think it's okay. Like, I think our law allows it. Obviously, otherwise it wouldn't be able to happen. But yeah, I'm not sure on the exact details. I'm sorry.
Geographically now, how far away is that? I don't recall. I think we flew there.
Yeah, well, you have to fly there. It's I think it's a 4-hour flight.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not too long.
Yeah,
But
and
it's further
there's
than I
northern and then southern New Zealand.
The 2 islands, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's 2 islands?
Oh yeah, and they're
Yeah.
quite different, really,
Boy.
geographically.
Yeah. One's very, very cold, and then the other is not as cold.
Yeah, mountainous.
Oh.
So many sheep.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
The land of the sheep.
Sheep.
That's what they
And
call it.
sheep, do they?
Yeah.
Because I'd be looking out and I go, sheep, more sheep, 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 sheep.
Oh, my gosh. Did you
Yeah.
buy any New Zealand wool? Or
What did I? You know what I bought? I bought art from. I felt bad for the Outback people, the people who live in the Outback, and for some reason I'm blanking on the names. What's the name
Not
of
the
the natives? They're
Aborigines.
Yes, I bought Aboriginal art.
Oh, okay.
Because
It's quite beautiful.
It's quite beautiful,
Yeah.
and I felt bad for them.
Yeah.
I wanted to give them some income,
Right,
You know,
right.
and it was quite lovely. And I wanted to bring back one of those. Oh gosh, everything is escaping me. I drank way too much wine last night.
we all have been
You know
there.
the
A didgeridoo.
didgeridoo.
Yeah.
I wanted to bring back a didgeridoo.
What's that?
I was looking at us
Oh.
like, what language are you speaking?
Yeah, didgeridoo. It's this. It's long. It's probably it can be like 8 feet long, and it's kind of a musical instrument. And they use it to communicate.
Yeah.
Like
The
they go,
Aborigines?
Yeah. It's that like they actually make songs out of it, and
Yeah.
with like the more urban kind of culture, they've like made it into rapping, so they use a didgeridoo to rap.
Oh, that would be cool.
wow.
It's quite cool. I went to a concert last year, and it was an Aboriginal kind of band, and yeah, they were using the didgeridoo and doing all types of stuff. It was funny,
I love
sounds
that.
fun.
but they're so talented, which is really cool to see them come in. Like presenting their talent to us. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
my
Anyway,
gosh.
and they're beautifully painted, a lot of them, and really just beautiful. But then it was really cost prohibitive, I think, for me to ship it back, and so I didn't. And that was one thing I did buy. I'll show you later. One of those hats, one of those Outback hats. Those
The ones with the little things to get rid of the flies. That one.
Oh no, this one's quite beautiful. It's leather
Okay.
and just got a brim, and then it's got a little scarf, like a little scarf that goes around.
Okay.
I saw people wearing them all over. And then when I got home and I went, I've hardly worn it but 3 times because I felt like it looked like I was trying to be all that, you know?
right,
You know,
right.
like, oh,
Yeah.
where does she think she is, you know?
Australia.
Yeah, exactly. But it was kind of cool, and I liked it, and I liked the little. You could interchange the scarves. You know,
Oh.
I kept the one that was on there, but
Yeah.
or you could not wear a scarf at all. You know,
Okay.
but this was like a woman's one with the loops that you could have a scarf. It was beautiful,
Yeah, it
tan
sounds pretty.
leather. That was kind of what I brought
nice.
back. That and Smart. Oh, and I brought a whole suitcase full of Tim Tams.
Tim Tams. Yes.
knows.
I love Tim Tams.
What are Tim Tams?
Oh my god.
God.
It's like a chocolate biscuit, and then it's like covered in chocolate. They're delicious.
And they have so many different flavors. And they have the mint one,
Yeah, the mint ones are good.
like a mint fill. Oh, I filled up a whole. I bought a small suitcase and I filled it up entirely. I paid the extra money to bring that back. It was all full of Tim Tams. And now I found them recently here. Not all the different flavors, but I found them. Gosh, where did I find them? Anyway, I found them somewhere and I went insane. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to bring them next time I come.
Okay.
They're delicious.
Oh yes, you
Put 'em on
will.
your
Yeah, I'll bring you all
Are you
some.
coming next week?
I'll see what I can do.
Put our orders in now
Yeah.
for next year.
Okay, mint. Do you remember?
Mint flavor. I
Mint.
got you.
Okay.
That's right. Mint Tim Tams. You're not as much into sweets as I am, but see, I said it and she lit up like a light.
It's
miss
a
those.
Australian iconic food.
Yeah, I did try the salty thing,
Vegemite?
The Vegemite. I
Yeah.
did try that.
Did you like it?
You know, I think that's one of those things I could have had an acquired taste for if I'd eaten it a few more times. I mean, it's weird.
It
Is it
weird.
made out of vegetables?
It's actually made out of yeast.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And it's
Yeah.
actually very nutritious for you.
Yeah.
But you put it on a
You put
spread.
it on like toast, yeah, but only a little bit. That's where Americans go wrong. They try a
Slather it.
spoonful of it. I've seen people try spoonfuls of it, and no, I wouldn't do that ever.
Okay.
No, it's strong.
Yeah.
Very strong taste.
Yeah, but it's delicious with a little bit of butter.
Oh, okay.
That's how I had it, and I kind of went, I could get used to that.
Yeah.
And back, way back then when I was there, this was, I guess, golly, when was this? It was in the 90s sometime. I used to eat meat, and I tried kangaroo, and I didn't like it, and now I would never eat a kangaroo. And I know you guys eat kangaroo all the time.
Well, you have one up on me. I've never tried kangaroo.
Really?
What?
I don't have a care for it.
Well,
And
nor do I. And I
Yeah.
would never. Now that the thought that even passed through my lips just makes me sick. Cute little kangaroos. Although I know they're
it's
pretty
the-
feisty.
yeah, they are very feisty.
It's the visual thing.
Exactly.
Like it's like a rabbit. Like I could never eat a rabbit.
Yeah.
And I don't eat a lot of meat, but there's certain things I go, ooh. It's like a pet or something.
Well,
Yeah.
kangaroos aren't pets there, but I did
they
see
aren't?
one No, they're
I know
they
they're
run around wild.
They're very wild. They're
very
actually
wild.
considered pests at the moment because we have so many of them. We have to cull them.
Yeah,
you have to kill them.
Cull them, yeah.
well,
shoot
culling
'em.
the herd.
Oh.
Thin the herd.
Oh, and then they eat the meat.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why we eat the meat, actually.
And they make
Is it very common like you go to a fast food and they have kangaroo burgers?
No.
Oh.
Like they're in supermarkets, but that's about it.
yeah.
Oh, they're not in restaurants.
Not really.
This was when we were in the outback, and they had like
Yeah.
this big
Okay.
spread.
I see.
Southern Cross.
Yeah.
yeah,
Southern Cross, yeah.
yeah. So it was just, and I just went, oh, okay, I'll try it, and then went, ugh.
Is it tough and chewy?
Yeah, and it was just more in my head, like, oh, baby kangaroo.
Yeah.
Just-
Kangaroo.
yeah. Although I did see a kangaroo hit another kangaroo,
Yeah, they're very aggressive.
and I was like, that's not nice.
boy.
I'm not getting off the bus. But so tell us other stuff about, I don't know, Olympic.
Koalas.
Oh, koalas.
And that's another thing I'll never do. But I did hold a koala when I was there. You've seen that picture of me holding the koala, right?
No.
Or did I take that down? No.
No.
Okay. Because they shouldn't. They don't want to be held. They have these baby koalas, and it's just like they don't really want to be held.
Okay.
Just like I was in there with all the baby wallabies and the baby kangaroos, and they're hopping around, and I'm thinking, I just treating wild animals as pets, kind of, that I just feel guilty now.
Yeah,
But I
get
have to
that.
say, I do have a very cute picture taken of me holding, and the little baby koala had its arms around my neck.
That's so cute.
Yeah, and I didn't have a dog then, and I hadn't had a dog for a while, so I was just like, oh, this is my baby, and I love that. But you don't go around handling koalas.
No, so koalas, actually, a lot of them have chlamydia.
I heard that.
Yeah, so
Now-
you don't really want to go
And
near
how
them.
do they like?
Is it a sexually transmitted
Right.
disease for them?
Yeah, I'm not actually entirely sure, but that's all I know. They have chlamydia, but they stay in their trees, and we leave them in their little trees. But when we're riding in the hills in Adelaide, occasionally they'll come down onto the road, and we spray them some water because they get really thirsty in summer because it gets so dry out there.
Okay.
Yeah, have you seen those videos of koalas kind of begging for water?
No.
They'll come down in the road and they'll ask people for water because
my
and then when there were those terrible wildfires.
Right.
Oh yeah, that was horrible. That was a really bad time for us.
yeah.
Yeah.
Where in Australia was that?
That was in New South Wales near Sydney. Mm-hmm. So that wiped out so many animals. Like, it was so sad. Like, I remember seeing a lot of videos of just like the animals on fire, and they're just trying to get away from it. It's just, you can't really do anything because, the fire just keeps spreading from the winds, and it wasn't a good time for us.
I didn't realize it was so close to Sydney.
I didn't.
Yeah, so Sydney is like vast city, and then literally you go out like half an hour to 45 minutes, just full of bushlands. And actually, it was near where I used to live in Newcastle, which is 2 hours from Sydney. We had a lot of the fires affect there as well. And it's just so sad because you see everything burnt down, what used to be like all these bushlands and these beautiful trees. It's so sad.
Yeah, we're experiencing that in our country too, and in Canada.
Yeah,
as well.
I saw that on the news. That
Yeah.
looks horrible.
It's been devastating to our country as well. I'm really awful, really awful. You lived in Newcastle, and then what other places?
Adelaide. So that's where I live now. And I moved there when I was 18. So I've been there for like 6 years now.
And where is that in relation to, let's say, Sydney or the other big cities?
So it's like a 2-hour flight from Sydney, but it's like a 12-hour plus drive. And it's probably closer to Melbourne. So it's in South Australia,
okay.
towards the bottom. It's like a 6-hour drive from Melbourne.
To Adelaide.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's not the biggest city. I'd say it's a very small city in comparison to Melbourne or Sydney, but it's very nice, very convenient.
What do Australians think about Americans?
Yeah.
They think they're very loud. That's like the one thing that I talk to everyone. They're like, yeah, they're really loud. I'm like, yeah, they're just happy to be alive, I think.
We are loud, aren't we?
We are.
Yeah.
I'm hearing a little obnoxiousness in that loud.
Yeah. I'm trying to read between the lines here.
Yeah.
Isn't that what that means?
Look, I don't know what it means, but you guys can be loud.
Okay.
Loud. Yeah, a lot in that word, and I think that is probably true. That's
Yeah.
depends on what part of the country you're from, but there are different levels of loud for sure.
Yes.
Midwesterners are the nicest.
Yeah. No, every time I come here, everyone's so lovely. Like, they're always happy to have a chat. So it's really nice. It makes me feel like I'm at a home away from home.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you're staying with Holly, so you're
Yeah, exactly. I am at a
Yeah.
home away from home.
I mean, that is.
But
yeah.
let's talk about what are your favorite things about the U.S.
Well, I have to say Lake Bluff is at the top. I don't know if
Don't kiss our heinies.
kissing your honeys.
But Lake Bluff is pretty great. But outside of our wonderful little village here.
Everything feels like a movie. Like,
What?
that's the best way I can explain it. Like, I obviously grew up watching a lot of American movies, and you come here and it's literally an American movie. Like, it doesn't feel real.
Okay.
Oh
I
my
think
gosh.
I know what she means. Okay. Yeah, you know what? I think I get it. Because I remember when I moved my mother in high school, when our mother moved us from here out to California. And we're driving out there, and lived in a very beautiful town, Los Gatos, California. And I remember thinking that it felt like I was in a movie. And there was like, to the beach, you'd see the sign, 20 minutes or 20 miles to Santa Cruz, whatever. And like, whoa, are the Beach Boys going to be here? You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
But granted, this was late, early 70s, like early 70s. And then when I've been to Tuscany, and then when I've been to different parts of Europe, when I've been in France, it also felt like a movie, because I know what you mean. Because you're seeing what you saw portrayed, and you're like, I'm in the movie.
Yeah.
Right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Like I went to the lake yesterday, and I was just riding through the streets on my bike without a care in the world, and it just feels magical. I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's amazing. I love it.
Well, that's a nice compliment.
It is a nice compliment, but I also think let's think about this. It has to do with her youth too, and your youth and your freedom and your exuberance, and with us. When you're, I don't know, at least for me, I think when you get later, you've got so much else going on in your mind. Even though you're on your bike and you're heading to the beach and you're doing whatever, you're still thinking about, oh, wow, I got this, I got that on my mind. And I think I remember feeling that way, being as young as she is, and not having all that clutter. Just being more in the moment and more in that scene of the movie.
Yeah, I get you.
Wow. Enjoy it, girl.
Yeah, no, I definitely am making the most of it.
What are your favorite American foods?
Okay, crumble cookies.
Oh,
I know it's not really a food, but
yes, it
my
is.
God, they are so good.
Cookies.
She bought a big box the other day.
Oh, aren't they wonderful?
They are insane. I don't understand how they can taste that good.
I know.
Well, I do, sugar.
Yeah, but if there's something more. I feel like there's some magical ingredient that I'd be alarmed about.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, I don't want to see the ingredient list. I'm good.
Yeah,
I don't want to know.
Right. What? How about like other foods?
You guys do really good Mexican here.
Yeah,
Like Mexican food is unreal, and the margaritas. Oh my God,
they are good.
so good. And just in general, cheeseburgers. Like cheeseburgers are delicious.
Good old American
I'm
cheeseburgers.
sorry. You guys just make like this, I don't know, simple things really delicious.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. What's your favorite Aussie food?
Oh God. I don't even know.
Oh,
You put me on the spot here. I don't know. I do love going out to breakfast for like having smashed avo and just a nice coffee.
excuse
smashed
me.
over.
Smashed avocado.
Oh,
Oh, smash avocado on toast.
Yeah, but we call it smash avo. Like
Oh,
avo.
smash avo. Oh, okay.
Getting
okay.
lost in translation.
we gotta adopt that. I'd like a smash avo, please.
Right. That sounds better than avocado on toast.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Smashed avo.
Smash avo.
Yeah.
Smashed or smash?
Smashed.
Smashed avo.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little violent sounding, but I like it. Yeah.
Violent but delicious.
Yeah.
You went downtown the other day by yourself for the day.
Yeah.
How was
Downtown
that?
Chicago?
She took the train. Yeah.
Well, she's a big girl.
Oh no,
Yeah,
she's a big
exactly.
girl.
Yeah.
She can handle it.
How old are you again?
26.
26. Oh,
So I'm kind of old.
yeah.
No. Oh.
Oh, poke her eyes out, Holly.
I know, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I think
so
I'm old.
No.
So tell us your impressions.
Look, I was a bit scared going on the train, but I have been before with my friend like 2 years ago. So I knew kind of like what to expect. But it was really nice. Like I had a great time. I was just walking around, going to all these different shops, went to a nice little cafe, got a croissant and a coffee. Yeah, I had a great time.
Anything stick out where it was like, oh wow, not seen that, or that's different, or
Just the buildings. Like I've seen the buildings before, but I don't know. Seeing them again, I was like, oh my God, it's like the first time I've seen them. They're so stunning.
It's a beautiful architectural city.
Yeah.
Really. It's the best, I think. It's the best architecturally, I think, in the United States.
I agree.
You know, and it used to be better. I mean, for the shopping part on, other things have changed,
Yeah.
unfortunately, with issues that are going on in the city. But you know what? It's gorgeous. And that how the shoreline of Lake Michigan has been preserved. I'm sure you
Yeah.
got to see all that. Did you get to walk along there, Lakeshore Drive?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. And we went on the river cruise, like the arch.
Oh,
was it the
good.
Architectural tour.
Yes.
That was smart.
Yeah, it was so cool.
Was
We
that
had-
when your dad was here?
Yeah. And
Yeah,
do
last
you remember
summer.
Saffron? That's when we went together. Saffron? No, you don't remember.
No.
Oh, that's okay. But we went together.
Was she an American girl?
No, she was Australian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Was she the little one? No,
No,
never
she was-
mind.
yeah, it's
I
okay.
can't remember. We had so many groups
Yeah, you have
coming
too many
through,
coming through.
like
Yeah.
5 girls at a time every summer. I'm like, sorry, I forgot.
No, you're
it's
so
okay.
fine. But yeah, it was
Architectural
nice.
tour is special.
It
I
was
went on it
amazing.
last weekend
Oh, yeah.
with our company,
Mm-hmm.
and every time I go on it, I just that's the
Amazing.
best way to see Chicago if you're coming to town.
Yep.
It's a whole new perspective. It's so different than just walking around. Because
Exactly.
You just, I don't, and it's changing. I need to go again because I'm sure it's changed because some of that
Oh.
along the river has changed.
There's some new big ones.
New, yeah, and
that I never knew before.
Yeah. And it just, you say, oh, wait, that's the Opera House? Oh, wait, that's right. Because
Yeah.
it looks so different from down there. Yeah. There's a lot of beautiful. Oh, okay. What else?
I don't know. Is there anything else you'd like to add about Australia, the difference, anything? Just cycling in general.
Are we loud?
You guys aren't loud.
Our house is loud. Tom's loud.
Tom is loud.
Yeah, he is loud.
She gets Tom. Ego. Sorry, Tom.
No offense, Tom.
I can edit it out if you want, but I
No,
think
that's
we'll leave
okay.
it in.
Yes, we should.
I think so.
Well, if there's anything that you can think of. Otherwise, I want to know more about your cycling career. And I want to know more about your aspirations beyond your schooling.
Oh God, you're pushing me here.
Well, if you want to talk about it.
No, I've been riding for like 12 years now, I'd say. So a fair while to be doing the same activity. I've been to Junior World Championships, been to World Cups, represented Australia multiple times. I've raced overseas, obviously, in USA and Europe, and I've done all that, done quite well. But I just haven't, I don't know if it's politics within cycling, because there actually is quite a lot of it. And I feel like that's what's prevented me from progressing in my career. But maybe I just wasn't good enough. But I do think I was good enough. So it's a hard thing to, like a hard decision to come to, because it's like, do you keep going or do you try to do something else? And that's kind of the crossroads where I'm at the moment. And which is why I'm trying to pursue my medical career, because I'm just tired of banging my head against the wall and not getting anywhere.
Yeah. Politics.
When you say politics, what do you mean by that? In terms of what's going on in the inner
Yeah, so
circles?
like with like professional sports, they have a selection criteria, and if you achieve it, you get in the team, right? Sounds pretty simple.
Right.
Well,
Merit-based.
yeah. So I've achieved part of the selection criteria, or like a lot of it that should get me in the team, but I'm not on the team. And they won't pick me for things, and they won't even like acknowledge my existence. And it's just like, why? So that's when the politics come into play. And Cycling Australia, they do have their favourites, and they always pick the same people, even like regardless if they've achieved the selection criteria.
What do you think is behind that? I mean, can you decipher the politics, or is it one of those mysterious politics in quotes, you know? Because, I mean, that is everywhere. So I understand your frustration.
Honestly, I think it's just the mystery of it. Like a question that will be left unanswered for probably the rest of my life, which is so unfortunate. But it's honestly been such a big problem with Cycling Australia, and it's not just with me, it's with multiple other athletes. So it's going to be their undoing, I think, and their downfall eventually, because they've like caused so many athletes to stop doing what they're doing, and now they have no athletes.
Oh, that's a shame, because that's a
Yeah.
big population.
Exactly.
Nobody's inspired to go into the sport.
Yeah, exactly. And because I've been doing a bit of coaching as well, so bringing up the junior athletes, and we have no junior athletes
Oh, no.
because they have nothing to aspire to, because all the athletes above them are leaving. So there's no development. So when our next bunch of athletes retire, we're not going to have any athletes to fill their spots.
That's terrible.
And there's so much room within Australia where they could
Right.
train. I mean, it's it's an enormous country, and there are so many places where they could go and train and utilize just the space and the terrain.
Yeah, we have really good terrain. It's such
Yeah.
a shame because when I was a junior, the sport was very good and we had a lot of athletes still. And yeah, it's just sad to see what it's come to because it's just not what it used to be.
Well, when you have a dearth of athletes, then maybe finally someone's going to take a look at the system and say, where's the corruption here? What's going on? Why is this
exactly.
not working? How come nobody wants to do this anymore?
Yeah.
And sadly, it'll probably take that to happen.
I know. It should happen after this Olympics, hopefully. Mm-hmm. But what they need to do is just fire everyone and start fresh.
Well, that's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you need to start new. You can't keep doing the same thing that you've done for the past 3 Olympic cycles. Like it's
Right.
ridiculous.
Oh, dear.
So if you were to go and prepare, though, let's say these changes take place and, your interest is renewed. What would you do to begin to prepare your psyche, your body, your training plan, your nutrition plan? What would you do to start preparing to, okay, I'm revving it up because this is going to be my shot?
Yeah, that's a hard one. Because honestly, I did that last year. I kind of prepared myself. I was like, okay, we're going to start fresh. We're going to go in believing in ourselves because that's the biggest thing. You have to
course.
believe in yourself because if no one else is going to, you have to. And yeah, I psyched myself up. I was like, okay, I'm going to do this. I can do this. But honestly, you just have to surround yourself with really good people because I had probably one of the greatest training groups ever and the most amazing friends. And say we didn't want to go out training one day, we'd all meet up to do the same ride and we just kind of bring each other up to get it done. And that's what you have to do day in, day out, get it done regardless of how you feel. And yeah, you just have to, that's what I think, surround yourself with positive people.
And then what's your regimen like, your training regimen? Like how much do you cycle a day?
So it'd be 3 to 4 hours a day, which will be I don't know exact math, but you get 20 plus hours a week. So big weeks on top of the gym and then whatever else you're doing. So nutrition is really important, recovery. You might be doing ice baths, massages, all that.
Oh, I want to do that.
Yeah. The massage
You
is a
don't
good part.
want to ride a bike for 3 hours
No.
a day.
No. It gets exhausting, honestly. I'm not going to lie.
Oh,
But
no, it sounds exhausting.
yeah. It's fun though. I love having a routine, knowing what you're doing the next day and then getting to relax after somewhat. But yeah, so big weeks, lots of food, lots of sleep, but lots of fun.
What kind of foods do you eat for maximum good nutrition?
I'd say just lots of carbs. Yeah, carbs
like
are your
that.
friend.
Yeah.
Lots of vegetables and fruits and just high GI. I would have a big bowl of porridge before I go out for a ride.
Porridge.
I haven't heard that term in
Is
ages.
that like oatmeal?
Oh yeah, you guys call it oatmeal.
Porridge.
Porridge.
Yeah, have
I've-
some porridge.
Some porridge.
I love it. Yeah.
Okay, a big bowl of oatmeal.
No, say porridge. I like porridge better. I'm going to have some porridge tomorrow.
I love the differences in our languages. It's so
I
cute.
do too. That's why we just keep talking.
Okay. So a big bowl of porridge before I go out, and then you have to eat on the bike. That's really important. So you have bars or gels, what we call them, which have a lot of nutrition in them.
Yeah. Those packs. When I used to do
Yeah.
marathons, I would just
the ones that you
goo.
easy to eat. Yeah,
Yeah.
the goo
Yeah.
ones. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're quite good.
Well,
Delicious.
they're okay. Yeah, they weren't bad.
They've gotten better. They make a toasted marshmallow flavor now. It's delicious.
I would like
Wow. Okay.
Mine tasted like putty.
Well, that was a long time ago, Lisa. I'm teasing.
Okay, now I'm going to poke your eyes out.
Yeah, I had to throw that in there.
What else do I eat? I love pasta after I get back from a ride. That's good. Delicious. Lots of protein smoothies. Yeah, just stuff like that. Eating really healthy, really good for you.
Yeah.
Well, I remember when the whole teams would be the teams would stay at our house and they'd eat 5 meals a day.
Whoa, really?
Always eating.
Oh, I mean, our fridge in the garage was packed. I mean, they would shop every day almost. They'd eat in the morning, go on a ride, come back and eat, then
again.
have an afternoon snack, then have maybe dinner and then something later.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh my
Well, you have a
goodness.
good kitchen for all that, though. Thank heavens.
Well, they did their own, and they bought their own groceries because
Yeah.
I couldn't. The first year, I thought I was responsible for that.
oh
And
my
they're like,
gosh,
"Oh,
that's
no."
thousands
God,
of
no.
dollars.
Yeah.
And we had dietary restrictions. Some guy had, he was a vegan, so I went to Whole Foods and bought all this vegan stuff. But it worked out that no, we buy our own food. I'm like, thank you. Well, because they eat
That's so
certain
Holly,
things.
though, to go do that.
I know.
must buy everything
I
for
know.
Right.
you.
And I thought, oh my gosh, we're already out of groceries. It's day 2.
Yeah.
But you guys have certain things you like too.
Yeah.
Like, I'd buy stuff they wouldn't even touch, and I thought they would. So I wasn't
Well,
educated.
they know.
right.
Yeah.
They know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You have to know what you like and then just keep the routine. Routine is everything.
I have a question, and if you're not comfortable talking about this, that's cool. And I'll edit it out for sure. I would like to know what the cycling committee or community, I should say, thinks about Lance Armstrong.
Oh, I love this question.
Oh, do you? Okay.
I hate that man. Everyone hates him. Well, I can't speak for everyone, obviously,
but
but
the
he's-
community as a whole is not. He's
Yeah.
not their god.
he ruined cycling for us because everyone looks at us now and be like, oh, they're just on drugs. Why would we want to watch them?
Right.
So it's so sad. And I know he's not the only one that was doing it, but it's the fact that how famous has he gotten from it? And he still uses it. Like I watched a documentary on Netflix the other day about him.
I heard about that
And
new
he's
documentary.
still going on being like, oh, I didn't actually cheat. And it's just like, you did.
He had his own teammates, the ones who also were doping,
Yeah.
turn him in.
Yeah, exactly.
And when if that's going to happen, that he was doing it because they're not going to turn themselves in just to get him
Exactly.
if he's
Right.
not guilty.
Yeah. So
He's just seems like an all-around skeezy guy to me.
yeah, you look at him and you're like, oh, you're an asshole.
What does he look like in person? I mean, I've seen pictures, obviously.
I've actually never seen him in person.
No?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I ever want to.
No.
Yeah.
No. Wow. I wasn't sure what she was going to say to that question, but
Yeah.
that's interesting because that was my impression. And
Yeah.
what do I know? I'm just a, Joe Schmo watching and reading and keeping up on the news. But and my little brother, he still worships him somehow. Yeah, I don't know. And I said, gee, I don't know. He dumped his wife after she got cancer. Then he was with Sheryl Crow and she got cancer, but he got cancer and they nursed him through this.
Like he was still a champion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Respected.
Yeah, and like,
No.
Mm-hmm.
what a creep.
Oh, absolutely horrible
Okay.
man. He's a horrible man.
Okay. Wow. You got your answer.
No, she's blunt like me.
Yes.
You have
Why
to
don't
be.
you guys do a podcast together?
Yeah, it would be the most vicious podcast in the world.
Right.
You want to hear it straight? That's all you're
Come to
getting.
us, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll tell you how it is.
From our viewpoint. Yeah. Wow. I bet you have other stuff that I've been
No.
running roughshod
the
over.
one last thing I wanted to talk about your hat.
My hat. Oh.
I know. I saw that. That's a wiener dog,
It
isn't
is a wiener dog. So I actually have 4 wiener dogs back at home. They're so cute. But this is actually an Australian brand called ORTC. And they just make a bunch of sausage dog hats. It's so cute.
Wait, the brand of the hat is
Yeah.
ORTC.
Yeah.
'Cause
And they're
I
wiener
wondered.
dog hat specialists. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Are
I
they-
think it's a rip-off of Ralph Lauren hats.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
because you know how they have the Ralph Lauren logo?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's kind of like the vibe. Yeah.
Now, are they really popular over there, the wiener dogs?
Yes. Literally
Yeah, you don't
everyone has
see
them.
Not
here.
too many here.
No.
Yeah, I have noticed that. There's no wiener dogs.
Well, there's some. I walk a couple of them, and they're miniature ones. I used to be terrified of dachshunds.
Really?
Dachshunds. Oh. Yeah, because I was bitten twice by them. Once my lip got ripped off.
Oh, no.
From here to there. But I had a very skilled plastic surgeon. I was young.
Okay.
It was my fault.
Was
I was
it?
like, yeah, I mean, I'm stupid. I put my face, I figure, every dog loves me. I'm 8 years old or something. And
okay.
I put my face right in the dog's face and I go and I'm like, give me a kiss. Like, and the dog's like, I hate you.
Get away from me.
Like, get out of my face. I'll show you how much I don't want you in my face.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I remember it not hurting, but just being so like,
Kind of in shock.
Oh my goodness.
that's the dog.
That was the dog.
Doggy du jour here. I know they're always making some kind of noises, or it's the clickety clack of their little toenails. But I had a very skilled surgeon who was able to put it back, but I never did that again. You know, and it was my fault. You know, and then another one where this other dog, in a house, and some of the kids were in the porch teasing this dog, and I'm like going, you guys, just don't be jerks. Well, someone opens the door, the dog runs at me.
Oh, no.
And I was the only one
no.
not teasing, runs at me, jumps up on my thigh and bites me.
Oh.
I know. I'm like, what the? You can still see where the little
Dent marks.
the little
are.
the mark is
teeth
where
marks.
it went. I went,
Oh no.
hey man. So I was terrified of them, and now I'm not anymore.
Yeah.
But I used to cross the street. My husband would go, oh, come on, I'm right here. It's not going to, we're across the street. And I said,
PTSD.
I said, don't, this dog is going to find me. But I'm not like that anymore. I think they're darling.
They are very cute.
They are, and they have fun personalities.
They do. My 4, they have all very different personalities.
Of course.
Yeah, but they are bundles of fun.
They are. What
They're
are their
so
names?
cute. So we've got Bailey, Archie, Luna, and Sushi.
Sushi.
Sushi's the best name, I reckon.
Archie, that's such an Australian name.
Yeah, they're all very Australian, I feel. Except for Bailey. I feel like Bailey.
That's why my daughter always says, "Why did you name me after a dog?"
Oh, is that
She
why?
always says that. I go, that certainly wasn't my intention. I just like the name.
Go to court, change your name.
Yeah.
Right.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. What else do we have for her?
Oh no.
I mean, there's so much. Let's see.
There's too much.
What do you think of the American men so far?
I haven't seen a lot. I don't know if that's just like bluff, but I don't have a lot of options here.
Yeah, well,
my son, he's still single.
Harper's darling.
He is very
He's a
lovely.
sweetheart. Well, next time you come back, and you will, right?
Of course, yes.
Yeah.
No doubt.
You'll have to expose her to a little bit more of, and yeah. Have you been where else around the country, in the States, have you been?
Oh, I've been to New York, Milwaukee, Salt Lake City, Washington, D.C.
Wow, a lot. Okay, all those places are very different.
Yeah,
Now,
Tulsa.
New York, they're loud.
Yeah, New York is...
Okay, they're louder than us.
Yeah.
They kind of scare me. They weren't very
They
friendly.
should scare you.
Yeah.
Don't make eye contact.
No, like no one wanted to stop and chat or anything. I was like, okay, I'll just stand here.
That does not happen.
Yeah.
That can happen here in the Midwest. And probably in California.
Yeah.
Yeah. But and really other parts of the country. But here in the Midwest, people are definitely like, oh yeah, here, I'll help you. I mean, not every person. Some of them are freaks, but
Yeah.
you know, that's interesting. Salt Lake City, I bet they're friendly.
Yeah, they were lovely. Lovely
That's a
people.
beautiful area.
It's
isn't
so pretty. The mountains. Oh my God.
it? Yeah.
It's amazing.
Did you ride? Did you cycle around
yeah,
there?
I did a race there.
Oh, I bet that was
It was hard.
challenging.
Was it in Salt Lake or was it up in the mountain?
No, it was down in Salt
Okay.
Lake. It was not in the
And
mountains.
hot,
Oh.
remember?
Yeah, it was like I'm not
100?
Yeah,
It was I remember when you went last summer, 104.
it was so hot.
Oh.
And she was debating racing and she raced.
Yeah, I got third in one of the races there.
That's right.
Did quite well.
Yeah. I remember that.
Golly.
And it was at altitude as well. So
Right.
Well,
that
it was at altitude. That's what I'm saying. That
Yeah.
would be challenging if you are not. Did you go ahead of time to get used to the altitude?
I think I went like 2 days before. So not enough.
really.
Yeah.
No, it takes a little longer.
Yeah, so
You didn't get any altitude sickness.
no, thank God. I was really worried about that.
And you went to a restaurant I recommended.
Yeah, it was delicious.
Remember? Yeah. In
Park,
Park
City.
City.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh,
So
Park City's
good.
fun.
It's a fun place.
so beautiful.
Haven't you been to Colorado too?
Yes,
Oh,
my
that's gorgeous.
I had a friend who I grew up with growing up. He lived with us for a few years, and then he moved to America. He married an American girl, and I got to stay with them and visit them. So that was really nice.
And you
seen
cycled in the mountains, Rockies,
Yeah,
then.
I struggled with the altitude then because I was there for a week and a bit, so a bit longer, and I really felt it.
Yeah. What were you going to say, Holly? I'm sorry.
Have you
You've
been to
seen-
California?
Yes,
Okay.
I went to. There's a Disneyland there, isn't there?
Southern California.
Yeah, that's where I went.
The original
okay.
Disneyland.
Yeah, so fun. The roller
good.
coaster that goes upside down.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
No thanks. No.
That was a while ago when I was a
Yeah,
bit younger.
vomit.
Well,
Comet.
you've seen a lot of the country, some hot spots. I
Yes.
mean, some great areas to see.
Definitely.
A diversity.
Oh, it's insane, the diversity in all the same country. It's amazing.
I know. Aren't we lucky?
Yeah,
Yeah.
very, very.
We
We
are.
feel lucky every single day.
We do. Especially lucky that we're here in Lake Bluff.
The best place. I'm not I'm not glazing, I swear.
No, literally, she came here for a break, and I thought, well, she's going to be so bored. But you've been sleeping, you've been relaxing, and
Yeah.
that's what you wanted to do. And Tom's like,
Exactly.
she's bored, she's bored. I don't know. I
No.
think she's just enjoying,
Yeah.
hanging out.
I haven't
Wow.
been bored at all. Always have something to do.
Okay, good.
Yeah, we could take a page from her, learning how to relax.
Right.
It's hard work, trust me.
It's hard work to relax.
When I'm at home, I'm not relaxed. I'm stressed out of my mind.
Oh.
So it's nice to actually relax.
Well, like I
Good.
said, you're welcome anytime. And what I'd like to do is next year when you're here, do another interview and a follow-up
Oh my God,
of
yes.
everything that happened in the year
I'd love to
Yeah.
do that.
and new topics.
That sounds
and
good.
also, we hope to be set up very soon to do Zoom.
Oh, imagine a
So-
Zoom call from Australia.
Yeah.
Could that work?
And we can do
Yeah,
that. But,
yeah.
first we have to
Time.
Yeah.
Figure it
figure it
out.
out.
Yeah.
We'll
So it'll
start
be,
small.
probably next year.
No, we're
No, well,
That's kind of one of
it'll
our
be
goals. We'll
within
we'll
the
get
month,
there.
I hope.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then maybe if you're like, training and cycling, and you're in another part of the country, or country, in the world, or wherever, we'll be like, let's dial her up.
Oh my
Right.
God, yes. That'd be so fun.
Yeah.
I like
Okay.
that idea.
okay.
What do you have? What else?
That's all I have.
I have nothing else.
I think we
asked-
covered a lot.
We did.
talked about Tim Tams, so I'm good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got the important things covered.
And you better bring those with you.
I will, don't you
I
worry.
mean it. Okay. And my older brother told me I was, you're pretty intense, Lisa. And I went, okay. So I was really intense with you about those Tim Tams, wasn't I?
I understand though.
Well, only about the important things.
exactly.
Because I really mean it.
You do.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you so much for being our guest.
Thanks for having me. This was so fun.
And say your name again because I've already forgotten how to say it.
Nicola MacDonald.
Nicola
Woohoo.
MacDonald. All right.
Okay.
Thank you for being our guest. Thank you, Holly, for bringing her.
Absolutely. My pleasure. This was
Yeah.
fun.
You guys are going to have fun for the rest of the weekend and do stuff. And we're going to go up and watch the race.
That's right.
Heck yeah, we are.
I have energized now and I've recovered from my hangover.
I noticed that.
Yay.
I noticed you going up,
Yeah.
up. And I go, is she putting on an act or is she really feeling
No,
better?
I'm actually kind of feeling
Coming
more
back.
juiced.
Good.
I think the 5 gallons of water that I've been trying to flush through my body to get rid of the toxic wine.
That'll do it.
Yeah, I'm feeling better. So maybe there's hope for me today.
There is.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Holly.
Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you, doggies, for being so good today. I mean, other than that little moan and a little clickety clack, they were good.
Yeah, very
great.
well behaved.
Yeah.
Okay. Please follow us on Instagram, and you're really going to want to see what we're going to post because we're going to take pictures of our guest.
We are.
We're going to.
Oh no, a picture of me.
yeah, nothing weird.
Okay, cool.
Okay, we're not freaks or
No.
perverts, but we're gonna take pictures. We're gonna post it of her cute little hat too. So subscribe, follow, send us a note, drop us a line.
Send
I
us
don't know.
an email, rate and review,
Rate and review
and spread the word. Ladies who question.
at gmail.com. Bye bye.
That's right. Bye.
Say bye.
Bye.
Okay, so just as we were signing off and shutting everything down, here we check the phone. Nicola checks the phone and she finds that her friend, Grace Brown from Australia, has
She's
won.
won the Olympic time trial. She got a gold medal for first Australian gold medal. How exciting.
Oh my gosh. And you know her.
Yeah. She's such a nice girl. So well deserved.
Wow.
Here's the brief write-up. Taking gold with a dominant performance in the individual time trial held on the slippery city streets of a rainy Paris. The 32-year-old completed the 32.4 kilometer course, starting close to the Eiffel Tower before a loop around the city's east in 39 minutes, 38 seconds.
Wow.
Wow.
1 minute and 1 second ahead of silver medalist Anna Henderson of Great Britain, and U.S. rider Chloe Dygert in third. Hey, at least we placed.
We did.
Yeah,
But
you did well.
your friend won.
Yeah, that's so exciting. She got fourth at the last Olympics. Wait, I already said that, didn't I? Fourth at the last Olympics. So she missed out on a medal, and she really wanted to come back and obviously win. So it's good to see that she got that done.
And she's going out and she's retiring.
Yeah, she's retiring at the end of the year. So this is her last season.
Finally. She
What a
made
way
it.
to end her career.
It's really great.
Yeah, that's so
Oh,
exciting.
Okay, we're saying goodbye again, but that was such happy news we had to just head back into the studio and lay it down. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, Harvey. Ladies Who Question is executive produced and edited by me, Lisa Dominique, and also executive produced by Holly Caulfield. Holly also does most of our research, and Claire Caulfield is in charge of technical assistance and social media. Music, My Lionheart. Sketch music by Florian Manx and Matthew Anderson. Thanks for listening. Please subscribe, follow, rate, and review Ladies Who Question on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts. Send your thoughts to ladieswhoquestion@gmail.com. Follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Threads, and our website, ladieswhoquestion.com.
All content discussed on Ladies Who Question are the opinions of Lisa Dominique and Holly Caulfield and should not be construed as advice of any kind. By listening to this podcast, you agree not to use this podcast as advice of any personal or medical issue for yourself or others. This disclaimer also applies to guests or contributors to the podcast.